tragedy in my life was losing a son, an adult son aged 31. That was definitely the lowest point of my life. Welcome to Stars Rewind. Gregory Peck. He is the image of classic Hollywood, famous for his roles as a man of integrity in To Kill a Mockingbird and Roman Holiday. To the public, PC may seem like the perfect star, with unmatched charm and morality, but behind the strong exterior and huge success, PC's life was full of deep tragedies, loss, and lingering sorrow. In Hollywood, Gregory Peck had to deal with family tragedies like an unstable childhood and the heartbreaking death of his son. What helped him stand strong in the face of such cruel trials of fate and become a symbol of compassion? Join us as we look at Gregory Peck's deeply emotional and resilient journey, both through his famous roles and through the quiet moments when he faced and overcame his own darkness. Gregory Peck was born on April 5, 1916 in La Jolla, California. He came from a chemist from Rochester, New York. Gregory Pearl Peck came from English and Irish ancestry, while his mother, Bernice May Bunny, came from English and Scottish ancestry. His mother became a Catholic to match his father's beliefs, and this is how Peck was raised with traditional values. Family values, on the other hand, were not always what they seemed to be. Gregory, as a young boy, didn't fully understand the problems going on behind the scenes in his middle-class family. Gregory's parents split up when he was 5 years old, and neither wanted control of him. He had to live with his grandmother, Catherine Ashe. It was his grandmother who took him to the movies for the first time. They would go to the movie theater every weekend, which was one of the few times of peace in Peck's troubled childhood. It was also here that his dream of becoming an actor began to take shape. But the losses didn't stop there while he was at St. John's Military Academy, a Catholic school. When Peck was 10, his grandma died, and he had to deal with loneliness and loss all over again. He went back to military school in Los Angeles. Gregory moved to San Diego to live with his father, but the emotional scars from these repeated traumas made him more distant, and he found comfort only in movies. In 1934, Peck graduated from San Diego High School and chose to attend San Diego State Teachers College, where he joined the track team and became interested in theater and public speaking. Gregory realized for the first time how powerful his voice was and how well he could connect with an audience, traits that would help him become one of the most beloved actors. In 1936, he transferred to the University of California, Berkeley, with the intention of studying medicine. However, life at Berkeley changed Gregory's plans, and he eventually found his passion for acting after taking a public speaking class and getting support from Edwin Deere, the director of the school's Little Theater. Gregory dropped his medical studies and started acting. Gregory Peck left Berkeley and moved to New York to follow his dream of becoming an actor, even though his friends and family were worried about his uncertain future. He didn't have much money, so he had to sleep in Central Park and do odd jobs to make ends meet. Those tough months helped him develop the persistence that would later help him face life's and career's challenges, becoming the strong icon that Hollywood will always remember. Gregory Peck started his hard journey to find his place in the theater world when he enrolled at the local playhouse and was taught by Sanford Meisner, who is known as one of the masters of the acting craft. Meisner taught Peck that acting wasn't just about playing a character, it was also about connecting with the audience and your own feelings. In the beginning, Peck had to do a lot of odd jobs to make money, like handing out flyers, giving tours at Rockefeller Center, and even modeling. Gregory Peck spent all of his free time studying and performing. In 1941, he got his first stage role in George Bernard Shaw's play The Doctor's Dilemma. The role didn't bring him much attention, but it was a good start that helped him figure out the path he was going to take. He kept looking for roles on Broadway in plays like The Morning Star and The Willow. All of these roles helped him improve his acting skills and become known in New York. When World War II broke out, many actors of PC's generation were drafted, but he was unable to serve because of a back injury he got in a dance class with Martha Graham. While some might have seen this as a setback, Peck saw it as a chance to focus on his acting career full-time. At the time, Hollywood was looking for new actors, and his good looks and natural acting style caught the attention of producers. In 1947, Gregory Peck had a successful career. Gentleman's Agreement, one of Hollywood's first films to deal with the sensitive issue of racial discrimination, made him famous. In it, Peck played a journalist who pretended to be Jewish to experience firsthand the prejudice in his own society. The role required both acting skill and the courage to face the problems that society was facing at the time. The movie received 8 Oscar nominations and 1 Best Picture award, and Peck thought it was one of the most rewarding projects of his career. At the same time, Peck tried out different roles to show how versatile he was as an actor. In Duel in the Sun 1946, he played a rebellious cowboy who went against traditional morals, which was very different from the good guys he usually played. The movie got mixed reviews, but Peck's willingness to try out complex characters caught the attention of both audiences and critics. During the late 1940s, Peck not only focused on his acting career, but also helped start the La Jolla. Along with actors Mel Ferrer and Dorothy McGuire, Peck opened the La Jolla Playhouse in his hometown so Hollywood actors could rest, get ideas, and contribute to the theater. From performances at the La Jolla High School Auditorium to moving to the University of California, San Diego in 1983, the La Jolla Playhouse was an important part of Peck's career, showing how close he was to his roots and how much he loved the stage. In 1949, Peck continued his success with 12 High, a war movie about leadership and the. During World War II, Peck played an Air Force commander who was both strict and caring, showing off his wide range of acting skills. This role earned him his 4th Oscar nomination, and the film was praised by critics and audiences alike. In the 1950s and 1960s, Gregory Peck not only kept his fame, but also continued to have great success. He became a movie icon by combining talent with an irresistible charm. This was the time when Peck really reached the top of his career. Peck made his mark on audiences and critics alike with Captain Horatio Hornblower in 1951, playing a brave, steadfast, and responsible captain. This role helped solidify his image as an actor who consistently played good and strong characters. That same year, he continued to impress audiences with David and Bathsheba, a biblical film in which he played King David, showing his multidimensional acting ability in dealing with complex emotions and inner turmoil. Gregory Peck's most famous role was as Joe Bradley in Roman Holiday, 1953, which starred Audrey Hepburn. The movie was about a reporter and a young princess's short but romantic adventure in Rome. Roman Holiday was a huge hit at the box office and won Peck a Golden Globe Award. His performance as Joe Bradley showed off his charm and humor, and his chemistry with Hepburn made the movie one of the greats of all time. In the 1960s, Gregory Peck continued to show how versatile he was in movies like The Guns of Navarone, 1961, Captain Fear, 1976. The Guns of Navarone was a major war movie with intense action scenes, and Peck played Keith Mallory, a smart and brave leader. The movie was a huge hit, both at the box office and with critics, solidifying PC's status as a leading actor in action and war movies. However, Atticus Finch, 1965, is the most famous and lasting role of Gregor. In 1962, Saw the Mockingbird. He won the Oscar for Best Actor for his performance as Atticus Finch, a good lawyer fighting for justice in the racist American South. Atticus became a symbol of honesty and bravery, and Peck played him with sensitivity and love for his children. making him a great father and hero in the eyes of the audience. This role earned him not only an Oscar, but also a BAA award and recognition by the American Film Institute as one of the greatest actors of all time. Gregory Peck was one of the most famous actors in movie history. During his career, he won many awards and honors, including the Oscar and the Golden Globe. He also received the Screen Actors Guild Lifetime Achievement Award, the American Film Institute AFI Lifetime Achievement Award, and the National Medal of Arts in 1998. These awards not only recognized his talent, but also his contributions to film and society. Gregory Peck was more than just a movie star. He was a symbol of honesty and bravery. Gregory Peck left an indelible mark as one of Hollywood's greatest legends, not only because of his acting skills, but also because of his ability to convey deep messages and empathy for the characters he played through his alluring good looks and humility. Behind the glitz of a Hollywood star, Gregory Peck had a personal life full of ups and downs and complicated relationships that were just as dramatic as the roles he played on screen. He married his first wife, Greta Seenen, in 1942, a Finnish-born businesswoman who was 5 years older than him. They got married and had 3 sons together, Jonathan Stephen, Carrie Paul, and Gregory Peck. However, their relationship was unstable, and their differences became too great for them to work out. After 13 years of marriage, Gregory Peck and Greta officially divorced in 1955. But they stayed friends and kept a good relationship for the sake of their children. Gregory Peck met his second wife, Veronique Pani, in 1952 when she interviewed him for François. This led to a passionate love story. Just 2 years after his divorce from Greta, Peck and Veronique got married on New Year's Eve 1955. They were married for 48 years, until Peck's death in 2003. They had 2 children, Anthony and Cecilia Peck. Veronique was not only a loving wife, but also a passionate supporter of art and charity. She helped co-found the Inner City Cultural Center in Los Angeles, set up the Los Angeles Music Center, and was a longtime fundraiser for the Los Angeles Public Library. She and Gregory helped raise money. In the 1960s, he raised about $50 million for the American Cancer Society, proving the organization's important role in social and charitable activities. But Peck's personal life wasn't all happy endings and love stories. He also went through terrible tragedies. In 1975, his oldest son, Jonathan Peck, killed himself at the age of 31, leaving a wound that can't be healed for Gregory and his family. Jonathan was born in 1944, a young man full of ambition and enthusiasm. After graduating from college, he chose a less traveled path. Jonathan's desire to help others was shown when he joined the Peace Corps and spent years in Tanzania, creating an agricultural education program in Swahili. When he returned to California, Jonathan pursued a career in the media, working at radio and TV stations. However, Jonathan had inner demons that few knew about. He was often plagued by negative thoughts and felt he was never good enough, even though he was a good son who always did what he was supposed to do. His legacy is a testament to the power of art and humanity, and it will never be erased by time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on more fun videos. Leave a comment and let me know what you think. See you in the next video.